Life has a way of leading us down roads we never expected to travel. Roads I could not have imagined. My story is one such journey. A change that not only altered my faith but reshaped how I understood my purpose and identity. For many years, I worked as a police officer, proudly wearing my uniform and believing it was the life intended for me. I was born and raised in a Jewish home, where traditions and faith were woven into every day. The values I learned grounded me. Yet inside, I longed for something more, something deeper that spoke to the soul beyond ceremonies and rituals. Each day on the job brought new tests and moments of reflection. Being a cop in a community means meeting people from all walks of life, each carrying their own stories, struggles, and dreams. In those encounters, I began to question the stories I had always accepted. I came to see that faith, at its heart, is not about labels or heritage, but about seeking truth, justice, and compassion. What drew me toward Islam was its focus on peace, surrender to the one Creator, and the value of learning. I remember the first time I opened the Quran. It felt like finding a hidden land within the familiar. The words spoke straight to my heart, inviting reflection and humility. The tales of the prophets, the lessons on mercy, and the dedication to serving the community struck a deep chord. This was not an instant choice, but a gradual stirring, a quiet awakening that unfolded over many months. My path was not free of struggle. Changing my faith, especially one so tied to my culture, brought confusion and pain. I feared how my family and friends might respond, and I missed the sense of belonging I had always known. But as I learned more, I realized that faith is a personal path, one that demands honesty and courage. Embracing Islam didn't mean walking away from my past. It meant building on what I had, seeking a higher calling, and joining a tradition that offered peace and understanding. Becoming Muslim gave me a fresh lens through which to view the world and myself. It taught me patience in hardship, kindness toward everyone, and a serious duty to pursue justice, both in my role as an officer and in everyday life. The principles of giving, truthfulness, and compassion became my compass, steering me beyond the badge toward a life of purpose and thought. In many ways, my journey from a Jewish police officer to a Muslim believer mirrors the universal human quest for truth and belonging. It shows that faith is alive and growing when we open our hearts to new insights. It proves that change is possible even in unlikely places, and that true strength is found in humility and openness. Now, standing here, I am grateful for each step along this path, the trials, the doubts, and the final discovery of peace. My story is not one of a kind, yet it testifies to faith's power to heal, unite, and inspire. It reminds us that we are all travelers on life's journey, seeking light in the darkness, and that sometimes the most unexpected detours bring us home. Faith, after all, is about connection to God, to ourselves, and to each other. It crosses borders, cultures, and backgrounds. It invites us to grow, to learn, and to love without limit. My change of faith is one chapter in the larger human story of searching for meaning and truth. Through this process, I found not only a new religion but a renewed sense of mission, to serve with kindness, to pursue justice with mercy, and to live with a heart open to the beauty of diversity and the power of unity. This path has shaped me in ways I never imagined, and for that, I am forever thankful. Transformation often happens quietly and slowly, marked not by sudden leaps but by a gentle unfolding of insight. For me, moving from a Jewish upbringing and a police career to embracing Islam was not an impulsive moment but an ongoing process that reshaped my sense of self and purpose. Growing up, Judaism was woven into every ritual, holiday, and community gathering. It gave me roots and a strong sense of belonging. In my policing work, I carried those early lessons with me, values of fairness, protection, and duty that felt linked to my heritage. Yet, beneath the surface, I felt a stirring, a sense that the answers I sought lay beyond the familiar. Every day on duty brought me face to face with people whose faith seemed to give them strength and calm I admired. Watching them, I began to ponder my own spiritual path, not out of unhappiness, but from a sincere desire to grasp life's deeper meaning and my role in it. I yearned for clarity and a connection to something greater that could light my way through every challenge. When I first learned about Islamic teachings, I was surprised by how much they matched my inner search. The focus on surrender to one God, a life of mercy and justice, and deep respect for knowledge all spoke to me in unexpected ways. Reading the Quran and studying the Prophet Muhammad's life offered a fresh viewpoint. The messages were simple yet profound, urging believers to find peace within themselves and with others. I felt a subtle shift taking place, a change in how I viewed spirituality, morality, and community. This shift was not easy. It meant facing countless questions and fears. I wondered what converting would do to my ties with family and friends, many of whom held strong beliefs about religious identity. I risked losing the cultural ties that had shaped my early years. Yet through reflection and prayer, I came to see that faith is a deeply personal journey. It hinges on genuine intent and a heartfelt bond with God, not merely on following rituals or fitting in with a group. Embracing Islam was about building on my past, not discarding it, and moving forward with openness. Over time, this change touched every part of my life. My view of my job changed, from enforcing laws to seeing myself as part of a greater mission of justice, mercy, and service. The Islamic values of patience, giving, humility, and compassion became my guiding lights. They lent me strength in dark times and a renewed sense of purpose beyond the badge. My journey was both intensely personal and deeply universal, proof that we are all on paths of growth and understanding, each seeking a road to peace and purpose. Looking back, I see it as an awakening, a shift from certainty to curiosity, from inherited beliefs to chosen faith. It taught me identity is not fixed but can transform as we learn and discover new truths. My switch from being a Jewish officer to a Muslim believer stands as testament to faith's power to transform lives, mend divides, and spark hope. It reminds me that the most valuable journeys take us past comfort zones into deeper understanding and connection. This change has given me new language for faith, richer values, and a supportive community. It has brought peace and insight in ways I never dreamed and shown me that the quest for truth is lifelong, requiring courage, humility, and an open mind. In embracing Islam, I discovered not just a different faith but a renewed self, a clearer purpose, and proof that transformation is always within reach when we seek with sincerity. Faith lives in the heart. It is more than the ceremonies or the names we attach to the divine. It is our individual journey for answers to life's greatest questions. True faith offers comfort in hardship and guides us toward integrity and kindness. It shapes how we treat others and find peace within. In my own path, I learned that at faith's center lie shared values found in every great tradition: justice, mercy, love, and truth. These values belong to all humanity. They bridge gaps, not build walls, uniting people from every background in the quest for goodness. Seeking truth is at faith's core. It asks us to see beyond surfaces, to taste the deeper meaning of life. This demands humility, acknowledging we don't know everything, and courage to question and explore new ideas. True faith is not blind acceptance but engaged, thoughtful pursuit of life's mysteries. Justice, too, runs through every faith's heart. It calls us to fairness, to protect the vulnerable, and to shape a world where all can live with dignity. Compassion brings that faith to life, empowering us to move past judgment, to empathize, to forgive, and to heal divisions. Living faith with compassion makes it a force for unity and peace. Connection ties every aspect of faith together: connection to God, to self, and to others. It gives life meaning and reminds us we are never alone. Embracing this broad vision deepened my respect for all religions and made faith a journey of growth that transcends differences. Changing faith is seldom easy. It is full of doubt, inner struggle, and fear of the unknown. When I chose Islam after a Jewish childhood and a police career, I faced challenges that tested my resolve, reshaped my identity, and altered my relationships. The first challenge was leaving a familiar community. Faith is culture, family, and tradition as much as belief. My Jewish roots formed who I was and how I saw the world. Changing meant risking those bonds, a daunting thought. I feared my family's reaction, the potential distance or disappointment. There was also the challenge of facing prejudice. In many places, Islam is misunderstood and feared. As an officer, I knew the stereotypes people held. Embracing a faith often judged by others meant being ready for doubt, questions, or hostility. It took strength to stand firm in my choice despite outside pressure. Inside, I needed deep honesty. Faith is more than words or rituals, it must come from sincere belief. I had to ensure my step was born of true spiritual longing, not rebellion or confusion. Prayer, study, and conversations with fellow seekers became my support. I confronted fears and holes in my understanding, seeking clarity with every doubt. Bravery was crucial at every turn, to step into unknown ground and trust it would lead me to peace. and to stand by my choice even if it meant loneliness or criticism. That was perhaps the hardest part, for human hearts seek acceptance and community. Choosing a path that might set me apart demanded real inner courage. But each trial offered growth. I learned patience through hard talks and lonely nights. I gained humility admitting what I did not know and opening myself to learning. I felt gratitude for those who supported me and for the calm that followed, living true to my heart. My challenges also sparked empathy for others on their own faith journeys, and sharpened my ability to listen and help. Ultimately, changing faith proves the human spirit's resilience. We can step into uncertainty, pursue what truly feeds our soul, and live authentically. Now I look back without regret, only thanks. Those struggles built strength and taught me lessons on faith, identity, and love that still guide me. Changing religion was not merely a shift in belief but a transformation of mind and heart, a path needing honesty, courage, and steadfast dedication. It has enriched my life, connected me to a daily inspiration, and shown me the power of living authentically despite obstacles. Embracing Islam rebirthed how I viewed the world, my place in it, and the values that steer my life. It was not just a new label but a renewal that shaped my thoughts, actions, and relationships. Its teachings, patience, compassion, truth, charity, and justice, became bedrock for my refreshed purpose, in both personal life and police work. Before, I saw justice as enforcing rules to maintain order. Now I understand justice as a moral duty to balance fairness with mercy, caring for the vulnerable and restoring harmony. Patience became active strength, a calm resolve in hardship that guards hope and compassion. Compassion itself turned into a practice of seeing struggle in others and offering help rather than judgment. Honesty grew into living truthfully with integrity, giving me peace that I stood firmly by my principles. Charity taught me generosity of spirit and action, showing me the impact of small kindnesses and community service. These values intertwined into a new framework for my identity and purpose. Embracing Islam did not erase who I was but enriched my life with ideals fostering peace, justice, and kindness. They shaped how I face challenges and inspired me to live purposefully. This transformation guided how I see my role in the world, strengthening my resolve to be a force for good, to treat everyone with fairness, and to be a bridge where walls once stood. Spiritually, it deepened my connection, giving me comfort and belonging beyond life's trials. This journey continues, a living path of learning and service based on timeless principles that motivate me every day to grow and make a positive mark. My change of faith deeply affected my relationships, first straining old bonds but eventually forging stronger ties built on understanding and respect. Family concerns, friends' reactions, and new connections in the Muslim community all taught me about patience, empathy, and the true meaning of belonging. I learned that real community forms through acceptance and support, not just shared backgrounds. By joining a faith community, volunteering, and taking part in shared rituals, I found a supportive network that became my home. This new sense of belonging reminded me that community thrives on generosity, commitment, and love. Though I faced separation and doubt, I discovered deeper unity and an inclusive spirit. I realized that faith's heart lies not in uniformity, but in the bonds it creates among diverse people. This gift of connection anchors me, inspiring me to offer kindness, understanding, and peace in every relationship, and to celebrate the unity we share amid our differences.